Welcome back to Sonny, where we last time faced our first problematic fight and actually had to grind a level in order to get anywhere. We're okay in terms of equipment. I think maybe we could do with soon upgrading Qa'Rajh's gear, but well, for the time being, it's fine. Plus, we might pick stuff up that is actually useful. So, let's head on into the next battle. And if we can't complete it, I'll grind a level, gain an ability, and try it again. I will cut out most of the grinding, though, if nothing really happens. These are purely physical, so shouldn't be too much of an issue for me with my high physical defense, but Qa'Rajh might have a different time of things. And we know, I do believe these guys can heal, so should be a little cautious in that regard. Yep. Thank you, but I'd rather you dealt damage, because otherwise you're gonna get really hurt when they start doing that, yeah. I'll just take them down. He might, so being stunned doesn't mean that your stats are depleted. So for example, you might think that, oh, that would affect your speed. No, it does not. So you can still, well, it's technically not you dodging, it's rather the opponent missing while you're stunned. You just, can't actively do that. I can't help you, Qa'Rajh. If I had any teammate-based abilities, maybe, but I don't. That might be the next step that we have to deal with. Because he's probably dead. Yeah. Okay, well, then this is gonna be a rough fight, but I think my physical defense is high, and I don't believe that they have anything in regards to magic other than healing themselves. And even that, I can take them down over time because I have regeneration, albeit not much. That is an issue. I can't debuff myself, though I can do this. Let's wait with this and focus on offense for the time being. I'm still regenerating, so. And their speed don't seem to be all that great. So as long as if they double this sundering effect, then we can consider. We'll do that. I mean, that's fine. I can't really do anything about it. Wounded. Okay, now we're starting to get into some problematic territory. Because these two both stack in terms of acting over damage. But maybe they don't have any kind of... So let's go for this. Boost our health and physical defense. So now they won't do a lot of damage. And they will still take damage as soon as I apply bleed to them. As well as I can put them out of commission for a bit. Alright, the bleed is done. So now I should regenerate. Yep, keeping me alive a little bit longer. Even if they do that. Oh, that's really stupid. So sometimes enemies will be smart about their use of abilities. Here it is definitely not smart, but that's like just how I can't control Qa'Rajh's movement. They can't, there isn't a main character for those guys. They can't usually control their use of abilities. Sometimes it lines up so that they do the same stuff twice, which means that despite I have 2 stacks of broken, both of them are only 1 turn. And that doesn't apply on the next turn. So it only goes for this turn, which, I mean, I'll just heal up from this. Take 1 damage. He reapplied Sunder. Okay. Not the greatest ability, but this will be a bit of a slog because, well, we lost our healer and other damage dealer. Plus, Veritex's other abilities are quite useful both in a pinch, but also in a situation where units have a lot of tank. Like, it's not so much the damage output that's really a thing. It's more the see, if they had used broken one after one another, that would have been problematic for me. But seeing as it's just this, why does it say it only lasts 4 turns when it lasts for 7? Oh well. They are running out of... Okay, so they don't have any healing abilities. If they have, they are not using them. Let's go for this one. It'll last as long as... It is not exactly a healing ability because, like, I'm still taking the damage. If I hit him now, he'll basically be dead, so... Yeah, the bleed will carry it over. Alright, just 1 to focus on. You have more abilities to bleed. That's annoying. Alright, well, you can get some in return. And have some more. And now it's just a matter of, like, who is capable of surviving the longest. I think it's me. Because I have a higher defense, and as long as he doesn't apply bleed to me, my regeneration negates a bit of the bleeding effect and a bit of the damage that he does deal. So yeah, you know, it's not perfect, but it definitely works to my advantage. Plus, now he no longer has any focus, so he can only do regular attacks. So that means no more breaking, no more sundering, no more bleeding. While I can still do this and basically mean that he deals 1 damage. Unless he does that one, but that was earth damage, not physical damage. Alright, bleed onto you. Yeah, this one is in the bag. Because with this, he deals 1 damage. And I regenerate 3, so that's a net healing of 2 for me. Plus, every time he doesn't deal damage, like when he's broken, that's an extra 20 damage to him and an extra 3 healing to me. I mean, it wouldn't last in a longer run, but it will last because I can just outlast his damage. And so I will. Ooh, that's a nice chunk of damage for 1 hit. So 20, I think a regular attack will do it now. There we go. Scrape by, but I mean, sometimes that is what you do. Ooh, what is this? Knight's Armor. Destroyer bodywear. Sure, take it. Wait. Is Veritux at 100% but still level 8? That's... Okay, I'm not entirely a fan of how that works, but sure, let's move on. Well, what? That's about as far as you'll go. I remember his voice acting, and I'd love to be able to show it to you, but I don't want to get stricken by any kind of things. Could you not do that? I'll save that for when he does something stupid. Oh, so he used some of his hit points to regenerate focus. Now, that is also something that you can do. I I wouldn't say it's a great idea, but you can do it. How about you take some time off? Could you poison him? Yeah, save that for when he's buffing himself. He's got a lot of hit points, so it's gonna take some time to whittle him down. Plus, if he has focus restoring abilities, you can be sure that he probably also has a healing ability of some sort. That's a lot of sundering, but let's just focus on the damage output for now. Don't heal me. Okay, good. Holy guacamole, that hurt. That was a lot of damage, and it's earth, which I don't have any defense against. Well, not more than I think. And it only cost him 4 focus to do it. Ugh. Oh, he was going to target Qa'Rajh, but yeah, that's not going to work. I could put more bleed on him. It's probably not a bad idea. I'm gonna take a lot of damage though. Yeah, this is less certain. Let's go for this. Broken, yeah, okay. That's fine. That's not so fine, sir. The healing here is not really doing much, my regeneration. As soon as he does that earth attack... Oh, he has got a lot of broken... Ooh, what is that? Enraged. Well, we got 2 ways of dealing with this. We could Electrobolt him, which would debuff him. Or we can break him, which would basically mean that his turn is forfeit. I'm not going to Electrobolt him because that actually costs less focus. I think the damage output is about the same, but since our ability to regenerate isn't great for focus just yet, we really should focus on something that we can do. Ooh. Okay, let's go for this one. Yeah, just 1 damage. That's definitely a way to win. His damage output is greater than mine, which is not great, especially now that Qa'Rajh isn't with us. But we can tank quite well. And his hit points are coming down. Ever so slowly, but they are coming down. What is it? Suppression. How about no? Ooh. Iron Skin. Health and physical defense. Okay, well, that doesn't boost his offensive abilities, thankfully. But still doesn't mean that... let's get you a little break. Don't do the Earth Strike. Ooh, oh, that's not great either. Ow! It's gonna be a little... It's gonna be a little tricky, but... Oh, that's suppression, which, you know, isn't great, but let's just do regular attacks. Oh, still decent damage. Could be better, but sundered. Oh, that's nasty. How about... Oh, no. What? Iron Skin. Okay, well, you don't have any regeneration ability, so over time... Ow! Stop that. Yeah, let's get some bleed on you. This could be... Ooh. Well, still alive. He used his health to regenerate focus. That's annoying. Ow! Oof. Okay, we'll have to break him. And then attack him regularly. And hope that he doesn't hit. He hit. Okay, well, time for grinding then. I'll cut this part out of the... There's a cheap defensive set for sale. Yeah, I have... And it's not bad, but... Let's sing to Rock Golem. Okay. Well, it would help if I hit. I'm not going to show all the grinding, because like it gets repetitive, and really it's just for the sake of getting in there and like grinding up stuff. But I am going to show the ones where I'm basically talking, or if it's something unique, like if that Elvis guy, Elvis zombie, Elvis golem, I don't know what he was, showed up in a practice match showing grinding, I would have showed him off because he is rather unique looking, if nothing else. But I don't think he does. I think the training matches is basically just shamans, totems, and golems for this area. And since we've seen all three, there's really not much else to show in that regard. You didn't really need the healing there, Qa'Rajh. You could have done some damage to him. That would have been more useful. Well, I do have him on tactical rather than offensive. So, I suppose that's partly on me. Also, 127 damage plus the bleeding. That earth attack is not good, though. And removed a sundering. Good, good. Stop putting wounds on people. That's my business. Oh, and it removed... It's not unimportant where stacks are on this list. You saw that Qa'Rajh had 2 stacks of bleeding or wounding, and he removed the one with the biggest countdown. I think it goes that it removes, like anything that removes, is removing the leftmost one first. At least for us, and I'm not entirely sure how it does for enemies. I think it's something along the line of the same, but... It can definitely be something that you can tactically plan, like you know roughly when they're going to do the healing if they have the focus for it. Alright. Yeah, he doesn't... The Rock Golems doesn't have any healing abilities of their own. So this is the end. This would mean that Qa'Rajh gains a level, which means more stats to him. Now, I cannot control his stats. I can control his equipment. And we're catching up ever so slightly. Knight's Destroyer. Knight Leggings. Okay. Hold on. What level were those? Were they lower levels? Level 8. I can wear those. Physical Piercing. Should we go full on Knight? I think so. The defense is nice, but more strength is just more raw damage. Like you can see here how it looks. So we actually have some earth defense. Yeah, I think let's sell this. Okay, maybe that's enough and we can do the Elvis guy now. I don't know, but let's try it. He is... faster. Okay. Well, that'll do. And bonk on top. So now we do more damage, but also take a little more physical damage ourselves. which is worth keeping in mind. So Earth, oh no, wound. Oh, that does a lot of damage though. Do not like that. I don't know if that was the right time to heal or not, but... Okay, so his standard attack deals 64 damage. Ugh. And we deal about, on pure damage alone, around 100, including the bleed damage per round. You're not gonna take advantage of Qa'Rajh. $15 bleed damage. See, if Qa'Rajh have refocus on himself, that is great, because he needs the energy more than I do, because I have a basic attack that's really, really useful for its, like, for what it is. I might want to just up my regeneration ability just for the sake of doing that, because it's like right now it's basically nothing. It helps making me not run out of focus, and like makes me a little more survivable because it adds to my hit points each turn, especially if they don't focus on me, which sometimes they don't. Like you saw that fight we had with the ZPCI hunters, where they were like focus fire and like they only shot on one target. That can happen in fights like these. It usually doesn't happen, and they are a bit more like they do have some sort of targeting AI where they are targeting sometimes the one with the lowest or the highest of a certain stat. And notice that this is both your actual stats, your piercing stats, or your defense stats. This is risky because I've used my two debuffing abilities right away. Albeit he only used it to basically regain, to just up his defense, so that will keep him alive for a little longer, but not much, I should say. Ow. Let's... Aha! Debuffed him. And bleed and poison. Quite a bit of damage. Again, oh. Ah, well, biscuits. Enraged. Well, not if you're dead. It's gotta be a little on the hairy side. Might kill one of us, but... Well, not if you do that. Not if you do that. You had an offensive ability on. Alright. Ooh. Cannibal's Hunger. That's a good weapon. I might even be... Let's see, so... Regeneration, 7 health and 4 focus. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see, what else can we do? Disruption. Destroys 15 of the enemy's focus. That's only interesting if I wanted something that was further down the line. So here you see the Sunder ability that a lot of enemies we've faced have. I mean, it does deal damage because it is an attack on its own. Master Strike scaled with 70% of your speed, so like strength for that one is not the only thing. Though this one is 150% on top of 240 damage. That is a lot. What else have we got? Brutality, just straight up extra damage. We also had Block, which is a very useful ability. Like, that completely negates all damage except for that of an Electrobolt. I could upgrade it once. Let's see. This is a shields a friendly unit from 60 damage. That's not much, but it is... The healing is based off of my strength and magic, so... And my magic is 0, so that's... My strength would be the better choice there. What else have we got? Aggression. Use your own or a friendly unit's strength and magic. Not bad. I mean, that is a teammate ability. I think I'd rather just focus on myself. See, this is the healing. Probably something the healing that one of the others have. Reform. So that's just plain healing, no debuffing from no buff removal. We got blood focus. Cost 3%. So that's like what Elvis guy used, using health to recover focus, like a lot of focus. Flame strike. Heal flame damage equal to your strength and magicka, and an additional 75 on top. Not bad. Not bad. What else have we got? Endurance. So that is if we want to go this path. Re-energize void. That was the ability that the ghosts were basically using. Switches damage with healing and healing with damage. That can be a very powerful ability. If you know that an enemy is close to death and they have enough focus and the ability to heal themselves for quite a lot of damage, but it requires timing, because if you're dealing a lot of stacks of damage like bleeding, poison, stuff like that, it heals them. So that's not great. I think either going regeneration, because I don't have to think about it. But if I move towards this, that's just all damage reduced by 3%. I think that will take that. Then, what do we not really need? Iron Skin is nice, so let's replace... Yeah, let's replace Suppression and up our Vitality. Just going for a pure tanky build here. So what? No speed. I mean, it's basically better than the Steel Slicer, although the Steel Slicer is level 7. Yeah, it is better. It has the same strength and more vitality. Why is this one this expensive though? It's a primary weapon. If we could find some secondary weapons, like... This is for a Guardian, and I think that anything specific, like specific weapons, are basically... I don't think that any other class can wield them, basically. Okay, let's take another fight. Ooh, a totem, a golem, and a shaman. And the totem goes first. Oh, you are a shaman of life. Okay, so that's probably going to be a lot of healing abilities, I'm guessing. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. How about you spend focus as normal? Yeah, so he has a physical attack, unlike the one of death, which basically didn't have a physical attack. I cannot reform there because that's on myself. So he's weaker to magic for the next round. Let's put that one out of commission for the time being. Slugged. Deals 20% less damage. Ew. Well, he's gonna deal no damage because he's dead. That's the power that Focus Fire can do. I don't think I can complete this fight alone, but I don't have an option to escape from it. So I'm kinda boned. But I'm gonna go out fighting. Not yet. Ooh, that totem is really annoying. This is not great. Not great at all. Yeah, I'm basically down in this. Well, let's just give him a good old whap across the forehead. And we're basically dead, yeah. I mean, we can reform and basically keep ourselves alive for a little longer, but that's not going to matter because that's going to do that. We're going to take increased damage, so even this guy who is not really a melee fighter deals 15 damage, and we have high physical defense. Yeah, this is a wash. And I have to take another training fight, but, well, we're not doing that in this episode. Like I said, I will spare you for most of the tedious. For most of the tedium. If unless there is anything interesting. If there isn't, well, then there isn't, and not really much I can do about it. I definitely need to make Viridux stronger. Alright, well, I will see you in the next episode where I will have grinded up to a point where I can potentially defeat these guys. But until then, take care.